Okay, in my last video, I got some questions concerning the Ikota demolitions. If the government are not aware, the developer and the rest. The fact is, and the truth is, the government, they were aware. They were fully aware of this demolition, and they sent message. I'm very sure they sent message for that foundation not to be up, for that building not to come up. But you know, we are in Nigeria. The agency, the people they sent in place on behalf of them to go to this particular building that was demolished, I'm sure they've cut corners. Money has exchanged hands. Allegedly, money would have exchanged hands, and they'll be like, we'll correct it, we'll do it, we'll do it, we are going to, don't worry, we'll help you out with it. That's the issue. So one thing you must know is this: if you must buy a house, you must get a property lawyer. Not just a lawyer. There are different kind of lawyer. You must be dealing with a property lawyer, and most importantly, your surveyor. Get a professional surveyor. There is no how you would. And I tell people, when you want to buy a house, look around the location you want to buy a house. Try to see around this location. Walk around, check what is happening around this location. You don't just, oh, I love this house is beautiful, and you quickly want to, oh, I need to get this house. In as much as we realtors, we would want to tell you, okay, people are on the house, which for sure people would always come for inspection, see the house, okay, they are going to make payments. Don't be in a hurry. Don't always be in a hurry to buy a house. In as much as you want to quickly get it done, so long as you have your surveyor, you have your property lawyer. Even if you don't have your property lawyer, you can actually get a professional surveyor to go to that location, pick the coordinates of that exact location, try to make search on it, and report back to your lawyer and you. Very important. Some clients, they don't want to pay surveyor, they don't want to pay lawyer, which the price to pay a surveyor, give or take maybe give or take 100,000, 200,000 to pay a surveyor to do their proper search, to do a proper search on that property you want to buy, to be sure that that property is not government acquisition property, that property has not been marked. Would you rather lose your 200 million, 100 million, 500 million because you refuse to do a proper due diligence on the property you want to buy, or because you refuse to pay a surveyor? Surveyor is very important. Every real estate transaction, everyone has their role, from the client or from the prospects to the realtor, to the surveyor, to the lawyer. That's real estate lawyer. But if you don't have a real estate lawyer, as long as you have a surveyor, that can do. To the developer or to the house owner that is selling to you, there are stages. Buying real estate is not tedious. It's just that some clients, they tend to miss out on the procedure, and they feel they can cut corners. Just the way developers are cutting corners, that is how some clients, they cut corners too. Cut corners in the sense that let my lawyer just check the CFO. Is the CFO, just do the CFO search. CFO is not the main thing here. It's the coordinate of that land. The surveyor picking the coordinate of that land, going to do a search of that land, knowing that that land is free from any government acquisition issue, and that land is free from future demolition. That is what a surveyor, the work of a surveyor, the role of a surveyor is very important. It's as important as your lawyer. Seriously, it is. So don't be a panic buyer as a client or as an investor. Don't be a panic buyer and say, okay, you saw the property today, you want to pay. Yeah, maybe if you feel this property, okay, you know this person, still just go and do your search. It won't take you doing a surveyor. If a surveyor picks a coordinate or has the file number of that property, they can do their search within 24 hours. Maybe if it's too long, maybe a week, and give you back the results. So you can go ahead and do the purchasing. Even before you purchase, I tell clients, check around this area. If you want to find out anything, you can ask your realtor, ask this developer. Do you understand? You don't just because you want to buy, or because you came from the other side as a diaspora, you're entering the country, you want to buy the property that day you are leaving the next day. I'm sure before you enter the country, you would have been making research, talking to your realtor, finding out what and what you should do. Because trust me, it is not every you don't just buy a property and in the future you are scared. As a government agency, if you assign one of the staff, one of your officials to go to the site and check what is happening in that site, they should be able to come back and tell you, okay, this is what is happening. We are not going to allow them raise up that building. But no, some of this agency, these staffs, what they do is they cut corners allegedly, and they collect money and tell these people, okay, we'll see what we can do, because there is nothing that can be done. If the government should come for that property, nothing is going to be done. They are going to demolish it. So all in all, if you want to buy a property, your surveyor must be involved. It's not expensive. I, for one, I have my own surveyor, that if my clients, they are buying property, my surveyor, which sometimes the clients, they pay, sometimes I even pay with my money, which I've stopped doing it, because some clients, they are not talking to one realtor, they're talking to a lot of realtor, and I don't see the reason why I'll be spending money. Is my loss, and you end up buying somewhere else, which at some point I've done that and it has favored me. And these investors, they've actually referred their friends to me, but I've actually stopped it because it is actually not beneficial. I prefer, not because I don't want to do it, but I prefer you as the buyer, you should pay the surveyor, so you would understand what you are getting yourself into. You would understand the procedure, the benefits of paying a surveyor and being fully involved. So we have our surveyor that help us do search. If a client wants to buy property and the client does not have a surveyor, the client is not in the country, we tell them, okay, we exchange number, we give them the client's number, okay, call the client, do your search. They will then you can follow up with the client and go pick up the coordinates as a surveyor, help them do the search and give them the reports. Let's know, because we cannot do all this. We cannot do all the search because there are so many. There are thousands of properties on the markets. We cannot actually, we the realtors, we cannot just keep going around doing our search, paying for the searching for the paying for the title, paying for the surveyor. No, you, the client that wants to buy, that is your job. You want to buy this property, take your time and do this. It doesn't take you, it's less than a week, you are done with all this procedure. It's very easy and simple. Yeah, okay, the surveyor will tell you, oh, don't go there, don't go there. At a point, some lawyers are even the issue. Yes, because when you're not dealing with a real estate lawyer, you're dealing with a normal lawyer. They will just, if the surveyor tells them, there might be a problem with this property, the lawyer will say, don't worry, I'll cover it up. And don't worry, it's okay. Title is not enough. So long as title is okay. Title is not enough reason. If the title is okay, it's not enough reason why you should buy that property. You should be able to find out that, okay, this coordinate is okay. The property, the government has approved, there's a government approval of that building. Not just going to make sure you do your search in Alausa concerning the government approval of that property. Is very important. So is as simple as ABC. But sometimes we human beings, the clients, the developer, we just want to cut corners. And the government agency, they just, when they get there, oh, okay, they've given them they've allegedly given them something, and they'll be like, okay, just go ahead. Because the government is aware. There's no property that is coming up that the government is not aware. The government is aware of any property that is coming up. If you start building beside your house, like I said before, and I'm repeating it, the government will find out, because in each local government, they have people, they have their officials there. So they know what is happening. They are aware of what is happening in each local government, in each community. So they are aware of it. So all in all, if you want to buy a property, get a good realtor like us. Your surveyor, your lawyer, Either you, I always advise, I've said it and I'm repeating it, I'm laying emphasis. A real estate lawyer, if you don't have, you can use your lawyer so long as you have a professional surveyor. Then before, you don't just be in a haste to pay money. No, do your search, your due diligence before you make your payments. Check around the surroundings, make sure everything is good. Thank you. And please follow us. We'll be giving you more tips. Follow us, please. Follow us, like, comment, and thank you for watching.